Hi everyone, I am Eve the Medium and welcome to Eve the Medium TV. If you're new to my channel and you're interested in learning more about spirituality, about how to connect with your guides or develop your gifts, then this is the channel for you. If you have been following me for quite some time, welcome back. Today I have a very special video for you guys. As you all know, September 29th, we celebrate St. Michael's feast day. And in the 21 division, us Mambos also celebrate Belie Belcan's feast day. And who is Belie Belcan? Tone, for those of you who do not know, Belie Belcan is a very special and respected Lua of the 21 division. He is a very wise old man. In every altar of the 21 division, you will find either a picture or a statue of St. Michael. We use St. Michael as a representation of Belie Belcan. If any of you have read the history of the 21 division or the history of Haitian voodoo, in the past the Africans used the image of Christian saints to synchronize the Loi, meaning to hide the Loi behind the saints so they could practice their religion freely. So we synchronized Belie Belcan with Archangel Michael. And why is that? Because Belie Belcan Tone is the Loi of justice, of protection. He is the one we call on for protection. He is the one we call when there's any injustice being made towards us or a family member, or when we are dealing with a court case. We ask for Archangel Michael's assistance and also Belie Belcan. Both are very powerful when working together. So many of you who are familiar with the tradition of the 21 division would like to know, what can I serve Belie Belcan on his feast day, especially if you're not initiated. If you are initiated, then you will know what to serve him, how to fix his food, what are his likes and dislikes. When it comes to Archangel Michael, it is very simple and easy. Angels don't really require anything. They are pure light. You can basically just offer him a blue candle, since Archangel Michael is the angel of the blue flame, of the blue protective flame. You can ask him for his protection, for his guidance. Archangel Michael is the protector of all humans. We call on him when we feel fear. We call on him when we are under attack, and he is always there to help us and protect us. Now, when it comes to Belie Belcan, as I mentioned before, if you're a servitor, if you have been serving him for quite some time, then you should know by now what to serve him. If you are non-initiate, then I will be telling you today in this video, what can you offer Belie Belcan? And that is, if Belie Belcan walks with you. If you had a reading and you find out that Belie Belcan walks with you, or if you have petitioned him before or felt his presence around you or been connecting with him for quite some time but just don't know exactly what to offer him on his particular day, especially if you're grateful or just want to say thank you or want to petition his aid and help. So what can we offer Belie Belcan? Let's first start with his colors. His colors are red and green. These are the colors used to represent Belie Belcan Tone. On his feast day, I normally light him a green candle. Unless I have any issues that I want him to help me with, then I light a red candle. His color is mainly the green color. He is represented by the color green. I am wearing green today in honor of Belie Belcan Tone. So what other offerings can you give Belie Belcan Tone on his feast day? Again, his green candle. Make sure that you clean the candle. How do you clean the candle? I have a mixer in a spray bottle of Florida water and tap water, purified tap water. This I use to spray the candles and cleanse them. When you go buy candles, people handle them, a lot of people touch them, so you want to remove that energy and charge that candle with your own energy. I will be doing a video in regards to that, teaching you guys how to charge a candle, how to petition your spirit guides, all the Loi with the use of a candle. So make sure to subscribe and follow this channel so you won't miss it. And also click the notification bell. And by the way, if so far you are enjoying this video, don't forget to click a like. So guys, aside of the candle, we also use what we call his fula, his scarf. When we're setting up a space for him, we usually use his color green, his green scarf. Even though his colors are red and green, I like to set up the table with both colors. I use both scarves to set up his table. But you can buy a new Make sure it's a new scarf. Anything you use for the Loi, anything you use for your spirits, it becomes theirs. So you cannot take it back. So you set up a table or a small space on that particular day. I usually like to do it the day prior, the day before, so the energy can build up. I set up the table, I put on the green scarf, and then I place his image there. I give him red roses. Usually we don't give the male Loi flowers, but a lot of my godchildren, a lot of my clients, they usually like to send their offerings, their donations, and they tell me, can you please buy some roses for Belie or Archangel Michael? I have no choice but to give him his flowers because that's his. So aside of his flowers, I like to cook some special food for him if he asks for it, because I like to sit down and take notes of what will he like for his feast day. I always like to consult the Loi when it comes to an offering. I like to ask them what would they like on the table. It's best to give them what they want. But I will also add something extra on my behalf as a Thanksgiving. I add on the table a red soda pop, give him some rum. It can be either dark rum or white rum. I always buy the large bottle of Bacardi. I make sure to always have a goblet of water on his space, on his table. The one that I set up, I usually do it away from the altar. I set it up in a different space. So I add to that temporary altar a glass of water, his red soda pop, his rum, his cigar, a cake, his roses, and anything else I intuitively feel he wants, I will add it to that table. After the table is all set up and looking beautiful, I sit there. I call on his energy by placing 3 drops of water on the floor. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 1 on the center. Calling on the energy of Belie. And I ask him to receive everything on that table, because I present everything that I place on the table, I present it to him. I make sure to tell him why I'm giving that offering. If the offering is on behalf of someone else, I let him know. I do a prayer. I ask for his blessing. But aside of Belie, I always do gratitude table for Archangel Michael, because I am extremely grateful for the protection of Archangel Michael. Every time I call on him, he is always there. He answers pretty quick. So I always make sure to also put some roses and light a blue candle for Archangel Michael. I like to thank them both. Now, if you do not have to do this whole setup, you can just have his picture, print it out, put it on a frame, and light his candle. It's all about intention. The intention behind what you're doing. The intention of gratitude. You can just light his candle and thank him for protecting you, for guiding you. When it comes to Belie, you can say, Belie, for now, I only have this candle to offer you, but I offer it to you with love, gratitude, and I thank you for being my life. I ask you to guide me. I ask you to teach me. I ask you to protect me. And you can add whatever other prayer you please. I always say that the best prayer is the one that comes from the heart. And that is all. You don't have to do anything else. And this is basically what we servitors of the 21 division do on Belcan'S feast day. Sometimes when we are going to have a feast, a fiesta de palo for Belie, we normally do it, I personally will do it a week before or a week after. I never do it on the same day. The energy just feels like it's too much. It just feels like he's being called everywhere at the same time. But it doesn't matter. When it comes to his feast day, on that day, we always have a table set up for him. So all of you guys that have been wondering what to offer Belie on his feast day, I just gave you that information. If you want to thank Archangel Michael and keep his energy and protection alive in your life, in your home, or just plainly grateful for his protection, light him a blue candle. Archangel Michael, the angel of the people, of every human, he is always there when you need him. And Belie as well, a very knowledgeable and powerful Loi of the 21 division. I pray Belie and Archangel Michael bless each and every one of you, not only on his feast day, but every day. May he guide you and protect you and your family. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if at any time you're interested in any of my cleansing products or any of my products in general, or just want to book a reading or a spiritual path session, you can book it on my website, evespiritualhealer.com. God bless you. And as always, I wish you much love and light.